Today we're gonna make grilled cheese sandwich and it's gonna be glorious because I'm going to introduce to you one extra move that will elevate your grilled cheese sandwich. It's going to be pretty easy and I promise you, you won't regret it. Today I'm gonna make my grilled cheese sandwich a bit fancier, so I'm using shokupan, which is a fluffy Japanese milk bread. But stick with the bread that you like and the one that you're familiar with. And I'm gonna share with you how I shred my cheese because this way of shredding cheese is pretty awesome too. So last year, I got into cooking Skyline chili. The chili itself is so good, but the way that they shred the cheese is even better. Initially, when I did this, I used this size for the cheese grater, but over time, I find that for storage, it just clumps too much. So now let me present you the steps that I have perfected throughout the year. You will need a kitchen towel to provide traction so that the cutting board wouldn't move around. We're using the biggest tooth on the grater, and your goal is to lay it as flat as possible and carefully grate your cheese in one fell swoop.
Let's do it in one fell swoop, you know,
so that you get the longest cheese strands as possible. Longer strands, I think it makes the cheese a bit fluffier and also it doesn't clump during storage. And of course you can grate it with the finer size, it actually melts faster. But since I usually do the whole block, I prefer the bigger strands. Alright, now we're ready for our secret flip. You can absolutely use your own grilled cheese sandwich recipe here. For me, I put on butter or mayo on two sides of the bread and alternate between cheddar, mozzarella, and then a cheddar again. Then I mayo or butter the top side. Okay, for this part, this is not the secret move. This is just me flipping the mayo side on the hot pan. I then butter or mayo the last surface. Since Japanese milk bread tend to burn, I also do the edges. And I find for this bread in particular, I had to flip often. Okay, our secret move is coming up. So first what you do is take a peek. What you're looking for is both sides of the bread sticks together, but the cheese have not fully melted yet. At this point, bring it to the cutting board and cut it in half. Don't worry, I'll show you how it looks inside so you get a rough idea of what we're getting at. Now bring your sandwich to the hot pan and place it face down like this. So what will happen is the cheese on the surface, it will crisp up and the steam will travel upwards and melt the cheese inside the sandwich. By flipping your sandwich like this, the gravity is your friend. You get a variety of texture. To make it really clear, I'm going to show you 3 more variations. The first one is the same technique, but I doubled up the cheese. Look how crispy it is, almost like creme brulee. And the insides are incredibly melty. The second one is my attempt to show you exactly when you should flip your bread. As you can see here, the cheese melt just enough for the bread to stick together. Then you can do your secret flip. This second variation has no crust, it's small and easy to handle, so it's great as a practice grilled cheese sandwich. Now, before I go to our third and last variation, this is for people who's like, oh, I don't wanna move my sandwich to the cutting board. You can cut your sandwich on the pan carefully as to not damage the pan. With a bit of force, you can separate the sandwich using your spatula and flip it like usual. Okay, this is my last variation. Instead of cutting it diagonally, I cut it into half. It has less crust than the diagonal one, but I find that the cheese melts more evenly. And I'm leaving you with a recommendation for a perfect pairing for this grilled cheese sandwich. If you haven't seen it already, in my previous video, I made this amazing, gorgeous tomato sauce. Only 3 ingredients and it's jam-packed full of flavor. I hope you can try these 2 recipes together and I'll see you in the next video.